Today we have a kanji recap, Organs, Part 1. The kanji for heart came from the anatomical shape of the chambers of a heart. Later, an artery was added. The kanji for heart can also act as a radical, and it exists in two different versions. The first version keeps the same shape, and it is usually found on the bottom. We see it in the words forget, fear, and thank. The second version shows a simplified heart, and it is found on the left-hand side of the kanji. Some examples are busy, cheerful, and worry. The only kun reading is kokoro, which once again, it means heart. As for the on reading, it is shin. The examples are kanshin or concern and chushin or core. Fun fact! Even though the original kanji for heart came from the anatomical shape, it does not refer to the organ. The word kokoro refers to the emotional side of a heart. The word shinso, on the other hand, is the heart organ. Please do not confuse the kanji of heart with the kanji of certain, although the kanji for certain does certainly have the heart radical in it. This kanji has 4 strokes and it is a JLPT N4 level, perfect kanji to dedicate during Valentine's Day or a romantic moment. Skin, or the largest organ in the human body, has a pretty fascinating kanji. This kanji is divided into 2 parts. The left is the radical for flesh, while the right is table. Wait, what? Yes, that's right. As you might guess, it helps with the phonetic reading ki, but also some say it represented a surface, which might connect to the idea of skin as a covering of the body. Do not confuse. Skin and table have the same phonetic character, but the radicals are different. Skin has, of course, flesh, while table has a tree. Kun reading is hada. The examples are hada or skin and hadagi, underwear. The sentence is Fuji no oki saizu hadagi, woman's large size underwear. Fun fact! Today's kanji hada is a common and casual term, often used for beauty care and cosmetics. There is another word for skin, and that is hifu. This one is more formal and is used for medical care and biology. The on reading is ki, coming from its phonetic character. The example is kime, or texture. This kanji has 6 strokes, and in this case, it will be helpful to know it if you ever need to do some beauty shopping. Today's kanji stomach is the one that works hard every time you eat, and its history is more than just a digestion. Let's dive in. This kanji has 2 components. The bottom is, do you remember? Yes, that's right, the radical for flesh. And the top is, wait, is that the kanji for rice field? Well, not really. Originally, it was 4 simple dots that signified food particles. Eventually, it was simplified into what looks like rice field. The on reading is I. The examples are I or stomach and yen or gastritis. The sentence is Kyusei yen wa nannichi de naorimasu ka? How many days does it take for acute gastritis to heal? Fun fact, the kanji stomach is one of the simplest organ kanji you will learn. You can compare it to other organ kanjis such as pancreas or spleen. Fun fact number 2. Students tend to confuse today's kanji with the kanji hara. Although they technically have the same meaning in the dictionary, today's kanji is the actual organ, so it is a word commonly used at the doctor's office, while hara is a more general term that you can even use when you're hungry by saying harahetta. Do not confuse a stomach with tatami. As you can see, the key difference lies in the radical for flesh, which are usually found in organ kanjis as it is the stomach. This kanji has 9 strokes, and it might become the very first kanji organ that you will learn, so give it a try. Ready to power up your mind? Because today we have the smartest organ of all, the brain. Let's look at the original kanji first. On the left-hand side, we have one that we practiced before, the radical for flesh. On the right-hand side, we have two parts. The top was hair, while the bottom was a fontanelle, that is the bones of the skull of an infant. The original kanji then got modified, and it no longer had the shape of fontanelle, but of an adult's skull. And hair got simplified into 3 lines that look like the katakana tsu. Fun fact, the concept of training your brain is popular in Japan, with various puzzles and games designed to keep your mind sharp. The on reading is no. The examples are no or brain in noushi or brain death. The sentence is no no shuyo bui to hataraki, major parts of the brain and their functions. Do not confuse brain with worry. Main difference lies in the radical. Brain has flesh, while worry has a heart, which makes sense. This kanji has 11 strokes, and it definitely looks like a cool kanji once you learn how it was formed. It sometimes surprises me how much thought went into creating kanjis. Are you taking good care of this awesome organ? Because today the kanji liver will be the king. The left-hand side is the radical for flesh. Yes, I hope you already knew it. The right-hand side is very simple, as it was chosen as the phonetic character kan. However, some theories say that the right side element originated from a shield, giving the meaning of strength, perhaps also the reason why this kanji is used in sentences related to courage, as it is the case of kimo ga suwaru, to have guts. The kun reading is kimo. The examples are kimo or liver and kimo dameshi or test of courage. Fun fact, in traditional Chinese medicine, the liver is considered the governing organ for all vital energy flow and the storage of blood. It also plays a vital role in regulating emotions, particularly anger, and it is associated with the wood element. The on reading is kan. The examples are kanzo or liver and kanjin or crucial. The sentence is kanzo no hataraki ga yowamaru to. What happens when your liver function weakens? Do not confuse liver with eaves. As you can see, the liver has the radical flesh, while eaves has the radical for cart. This kanji has 7 strokes, and this might be a good time to remind you not to drink too much alcohol if you don't want to be forced to learning this kanji. Now, I got a challenge for you. What is the meaning of this word? Type it in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Yay!